Another day, another day. Hopefully my mic works this time. Last time we were having some technical difficulties. Let's check. Can I hear myself? Nope. Perhaps, maybe. Let's try. Perhaps that will work. Can I hear myself now? Okay. I apologize if you can't hear me right now. I'm just messing with my audio. Okay, what's going on? Still can't hear myself, alright. Alright. Still setting up. Broadcast settings. Of course, the mic has to be turned on for that to work. Okay, it says I can be heard, but it says I'm not. Nope. Still having audio problems. And we're still having problems, I see. Great. I don't know what I did. I messed up the microphone last stream, I think. I had to have done so. Not doing this last time. Okay, now I can hear it. No, I think I messed up my computer. Anyway. Alright, let's get started. Another day on the railway. Hello, everyone, or anyone who's here. Welcome to another stream. Today we're just gonna be chilling on the rails, working on some liveries. Last stream that I had said we were going to said we were gonna finish up on some liveries. Alright. Back to what we're doing. Let's get this started. Welcome everyone to the railway. Why aren't you? Oh yeah, I turned off running in the game because I got sick and tired of doing that every stream, so I want to walk around a bit more slowly. Welcome to another stream. Today we're just gonna vibe it on the railways. I had a long day at work. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's day going? Tonight we're gonna be working on those liveries that last time we had finished Gordon. We had finished working on Box Van Person as one of the requests for the livery request. And tonight we're going to be working on some more of those, possibly. But right now I'm just watching the sunset. Waiting for a few more people to join the stream before we get started. So I'll just be moseying around until then. Or just, like I said, watching the sunset. Oh, no problem. No problem. Hey, Jude, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. How's it been? Eventful day today. I bet it has. I can say the same. Nothing much, but I took a break. Yeah. Everyone needs a break from the internet. Yeah. Well, you didn't really miss much. I think we just started the 80th anniversary week, so haven't really missed out on much. A few meetings, like a week break. It was a bit of a break, but hey, I've been gone for an entire month before, so yeah, you really haven't missed much. But soon tomorrow I'm off of work, thankfully, or today. Today's a new day, so I'm gonna get some more liveries done. Cause this is like the last day of livery week before we go into the next part of the anniversary. Other than that, I've been pretty alright. How have you been? How have you been, Ragusa? You said pretty eventful day. I didn't even notice that was you. I thought it was just you talking, but I didn't even notice it was you. Welcome to the stream, Ragusa. I apologize if I keep going silent. I'm checking on the Discord because I'm going through some of the box van liveries right now that we're going to be going over, finishing up in the stream. The Percy one is almost done. But for me personally, it was I've been out of the loop of what's been going on there, to be honest with you. Work has been beating the living hell out of me. I don't know what's going on. But I'll probably have to look up a news article about it or something. I'm in the dark. Not really up to date with the latest news, but while we're here, okay, back up a bit, Freya. Hello, Steamy. Welcome to the stream. Currently just watching the sunset and chatting a bit, chilling with the engines at the shed. My advice, stay in the dark. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. You say that as if it's gonna ruin my day any further than working 10 hours, but you haven't been wrong before, so not my concern. That is a really nice sunset. They did a really good job in this game when it came down to making like the sunsets. Speaking of which, while we're here, Ragusa, if you remember, I was talking about during the meeting that Active was showing us the projection setting thing that can change and make engines look even better. Another message on the Discord. Yeah, we can finally get a full view of what is soon to be released, or version 5 of Gordon, because thanks to Active, we gotta, let's give a round of applause to Active for now pushing each of the engines to get a version 5, because Active found a little unique feature about this. The projection setting actually fixes the buffer problems, and now I'm gonna look this direction, and I'm away from the load-in just to make it a bit more of a surprise. But ta-da! We now have a fully modeled Gordon. His running board no longer has those gaps in between the wheels, and they now have fully painted buffers. No more of those spots and blotches, so it's just a fully 100% Gordon. And Active found that out. He was messing with the projection settings and found out that if you adjusted it to a certain level, you could just have a full, you can deal with that pesky little buffers, how the paint would kind of have blotches. It fixes that problem, and Gordon now has a full running board. I also, since you're here, Ragusa, I might as well show you something else. I didn't even show Active this, I think. I was supposed to, but let's go over to our Fowler. And that's also another thing. I was up all day yesterday working on these to fix them, but I fixed Edward. Meet version 5 of Edward. I added some window detail onto him. And also, the projection setting allowed me to fully wrap the paint detail around that corner. So if you look at him from far away now, he's now perfect. The perfect Edward. Also, same thing to Thomas. We now have a full collection of just perfect, well, not almost perfect, but perfect replica engines thanks to Active and the projection setting method. It literally fixed their that ugly looking buffer thing. That's Edward. We don't need Edward, we need Thomas. There you are. Alright, and here we have Thomas with now fully red buffers. He doesn't have that weird looking paint splatter like they all did. And that projection setting also helped me fix a lot of other little small details on Thomas. Little small details that you wouldn't see, but when you have the model, you'll be able to see it better. Because I'm gonna release these this Sunday or in a few hours for everyone to download. But we finally have a full Gordon, and while his wheels are rotating, the red stays on the running board instead of showing up on his wheels. It's just insane to finally see Gordon with some fully painted buffer beams. Same for Henry and the others. Like, all of them now have better looking buffer beams and have improved liveries, thanks to the projection setting. Another thing is, do you remember, there's this, on all the Fowlers, there's like this, I don't know what this thing is that always appears. Active's projection setting works on that, so I was able to make that disappear too. So on both sides of Edward, you kind of got a more realistic looking Edward going on here. And what is going on? I'm getting multiple messages. Oh, no, that is just server theorists guessing his life away about the series. He's gonna drive himself insane, I promise you, just trying to guess up everything that's going on. Poor server theorist. He's gonna be driven insane because we haven't told any, like, story details. I mean, if you watch some of the live streams, he probably would get some hints and clues, but I don't think he ever does. But I didn't even notice the sun was still going down. I was too busy caught up with the Gordon liveries. It's starting to get darker and darker. Just gonna put a headlamp on all of you. Another thing is, hello, Freddy Gamer. I didn't go and explore that cave just yet. I didn't know until today that you stream. Yeah, I've been, yeah, it's kind of a new thing. Like, right before you came back, I started streaming. It was like a thing that I kind of just started doing. And this is kind of just so I can keep interacting with the channel and not being side hustled by work, because not being able to upload anything on the channel was kind of bumping me out. So I was like, maybe if I started streaming, I can still interact with everyone and let them know, you know, hey, I'm still here. So far, they've been going pretty well. How's your day going? Pretty tired after today. Not gonna lie, I'll be honest with you. Basically, mostly because I was missing, but it was cool. Yeah, you missed a few things that went on in the streams, but my day was it was a day. It was a day, I'll tell you that much. I definitely gonna get some good amount of sleep tonight after the stream. I just wanted to play some Train Sim World 5, and I figured might as well stream and talk with everyone, because it's not fun to just sit in Train Sim World 5 alone. Always fun to have some friends out on the rails. Oh, you mean invited people in the streams? No, unfortunately, because I'm streaming off of PS, the PlayStation, but I suppose if I just, you know, friend people and then invite them into a party chat, they can join the stream to talk. Like, that was something I thought about today while I was at work, that I could just, like, invite people to a party chat and they can talk. Everyone can hear them talking on stream. But the first couple of streams, I wasn't really thinking on that. I was pretty much just messing around in Train Sim World 5, making liveries and stuff like that. We still have to do a Thomas stream next Friday about making Thomas, like how I made him, and how you, like, question, what if I appear in your series? I mean, it's a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, we already have plenty of other people's OCs or just characters appearing in the series anyway. Like, the series isn't just limited to Railway series characters, or just TV series characters, or just, you know, they're it's an open book pretty much. Just a very open book that needs to be if you're gonna write in the books, just please be mindful of the story, because One wrong move in the story can mess up everything. It's a possibility that my OC will be made. It's a high possibility. Is there a version 5 of Percy? Actually, Jude, there's we have a, you've missed a lot, so you haven't even probably been updated on the, hello, NYC, welcome to the stream. You haven't, Jude, you haven't been really updated on the Percy, like, that's been going on. There isn't a version 5 for Percy yet, but there's currently a Percy who still needs to be worked on, and that's the Railway series Percy that we have. I really don't want to leave this map. Noted, but I really don't want to leave this map because I'm kind of really enjoying that sunset, and soon I'm about to we're going to be taking Freya out on a trip on the rails. But this Percy livery is part of the Railway series collection that we have, well, that I have going on with this livery request thing. That's the first part of the anniversary. A bunch of liveries are being released in a few hours. Enough liveries to probably overload Train Sim World 5 servers and probably have them closed for a bit, but it'll be fun. But this is one of them. This Percy isn't completely done because I have to replace the 6 that's on the back of his cab and put Northwestern Railway the same way I kind of made the Thomas. My OC has hair covering his right eye. Noted. The night train. Yeah, I wasn't really even thinking about the night train. I was just going to have a journey on the rails because there's a certain bridge that I want to go to that looks nice around this time, and hopefully we still have some time because got busy talking, spent too much time talking, wasn't really focused on the fact that the sun was setting. So hopefully it's not too dark by the time we get to the bridge. It is a really nice bridge. Okay, please do not break game for, oh, which way is it though? Oh, we're gonna have to turn around then. The bridge is back this way. Alright. Seems like an easy task. Well, I'm glad you never happened. That route, Spirit of Steam, yes. It's a pretty, and some parts of the map actually are. I'm glad. The last 3 streams were pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like the amount of stuff that was happening. I think we got a visit from the man in a red suit. But I'm gonna have to move Freya over to the rails over here if I can see them because it's pitch black out here. There's no lights on the track, you know. So we just gotta wing it the best we can. What routes did you use for your videos? I've used a plethora of routes and just kind of stitched them together. Like for certain sections of maps, I just filmed in different areas, and when I like get to a certain location in a video, I cut the video there and cut over to a completely different map, and just say like, oh, it's like a different part of Sodor, or it's like the same location when these are 2 completely different shots. Like I think there's one shot where it's filmed at a Peak Forest Railway, the sheds, and I'll take you there, and I'll even show you, but halfway through it switches all the way over to like Buxton sheds, if that's what it's called, and I tried to make the transition look as flawless as possible. I'm looking at the voice actor part of the Discord, and someone thought Mickey killed me because I was absent. Somebody thought Mickey killed you because you were absent on the stream. Well, yeah, you kind of just disappeared during one of our meetings. You just went and had a full Mickey schizophrenic episode. Like you started sounding like Mickey, then disappeared. So I'm not surprised. Even I didn't know what was going on there. I kind of just assumed that, you went full Mickey. But the routes that I use in total are just Peak Forest Railway, Spirit of Steam, and there's a third one, but I always forget the name of it. But I'll just go back and see what it is, because it has one specific spot that's really nice. In fact, as much as I want to stay here and go, no, I want to go to the bridge. We'll go to the bridge first, and then I'll take you all over to that map that has, in my opinion, like one of the best looking stations. Who are we spelling? Oh yeah, Freya. Please say we're on the right track. We appear to be. Now we're not facing the sunset as I thought. I was hoping that we were on the opposite side of the bridge and not behind it or in front of it, whichever direction we're facing, but we are, so we'll have to do this going backwards instead of going that way where the sunset is, back going into the darkness. This could only bode well. Do we want to go to crew? Nah, I don't want to go to crew. Please don't lag out, because this game has there we go, has a very famous track record of crashing while you're trying to drive. Just in case, check the driver. You got a point. Yeah, that's understandable. I've had to have little small moments to myself like that too. We can't really see what color his suit is. He's well disguised, but it looks blue. It appears to be a blue suit with a close shaven head. No, I don't think he has any hair on his head. He appears to be bald. But everyone keep an eye on the driver as we're taking our journey to the bridge. Now I set a marker, so we should not lag out. But if we do, let me just go ahead and get a really good shot, like a nice looking shot, just in case we do lag out. And onward we go. Now, it's pretty decent weather on the line, so going fast is not out of, the picture. But Freya is known for going past the speed limit. And I do not want to overshoot the bridge with how fast we will be going. So I will only increase the speed just a bit more. It's not the best idea to drive Freya at high speeds. Very powerful engine. Catching up some speed now. What is going on there? Y'all just have a light pointed at a wall over there. Yeah, that's not ominous. That's not ominous in the slightest. I kind of wish we were going towards the sunset. This feels a bit offish. Feels like we're traveling through the scrapyard. I don't even know why. Or the outskirts of the scrapyard. Is it? What if it really is? It was like an Easter egg they added. I'm not gonna lie, the stars do look nice. Alright, check on the driver. Still a man in a blue suit. Yeah, I'm onto your tricks now, alright? You got me the first time. You got me the second. Third time, you can't get me a third time. I'm too smart for that. I'm gonna keep an eye on this driver through this, because I'm not sure how long this stream will be, but I'm gonna keep an eye on that driver. Oh, that looks lovely. This game can be extremely, like, gorgeous sometimes. Now, if only can stop shaking the camera at Mach 5 speeds and it was still, but it's still very nice shot. I like that. Yeah, it's just a normal tender light. Just your standard tender light. So we're safe. We're catching some pretty decent speed. Like, nope, turn that back down. I don't know why you're over it. We're supposed to be at half speed right there. Alright, let's keep it trying. What is with all this weird movement? Okay. Whoever did the lighting for this place is terrible. I feel like we're going, like, okay. Well, we're all, you know, playing this in the dark is probably not my best idea. This is a train simulator game. Why do I feel like I'm playing a horror game? Yeah, something cool. Feeling that okay, why is the tender rocking here? Why did I imagine these hit some buffers? I hope not, because we're traveling pretty quickly. Really barreling down the line this time. Where are we though? When this map is like dark, it's really hard to tell where you are. Yeah, I don't know where we are. Like what town is that? I feel like we're going the wrong direction. Oh, so we're approaching a big station, so we're really close to the bridge. I'm going to slow down a bit. We're approaching kind of quickly. Is that? Oh, look, would you look at that? I think we just saw, yep. That's one of the double-decker buses that somebody was talking about last stream that looked like a bulgy, I think they said. Good to see them out and about on the island this late at night. Why is everything so bright? We might break Gordon's speed record. We really might. We might if we keep up at this pace because she's closely approaching the bridge. Actually, I think we're climbing the hill up to the bridge. Did we already make it to the bridge? Oh, we are. Yeah, Freya, definitely a strong engine. We are already up to the bridge section. I love this bridge part. And breakneck time too. I don't even think we left the sheds not too long ago. Yep, we're definitely going upwards. We're rising. Unless, you know, Freya's taller than these buildings, then we are definitely going up. That here, are we getting close? No, we're on the bridge. This bridge is huge. Now, if you were traveling at half speed, it would take you a minute to cross it. And I think we haven't, yeah, the rest of the bridge is fully over there. And I think we're about to go over like a huge body of water. It would suck if we fell off this bridge. Because you are going a little fast, Freya. Falling off this bridge is not our best bet right now. Yep, here's the bridge. I love this bridge. Only on the Spirit of Steam map where you find something like this. Feels like I'm crossing the Golden Gate Bridge. And back to speed we go. And I think the sun has fully set now. Oh, that looks nice. That looks gorgeous. I love that. We are on the other railway. We left Sodor. Yeah, we did. We just left Sodor. I didn't even think to use the map like that. Now that you just pointed that out, that does feel like we just crossed Sodor. Like that was the bridge right there. Now where did Freya just go? Oh, there she is. How do you keep getting past the camera? I look this direction and I'm okay. Alright, is this the station we're supposed to be at? It is today. Alright, and we're supposed to stop here for something. Yeah, the controller said he needed me to pick something up from here, but this place looks rather shady. Alright, Freya, you think you can come to a stop? You think you can come to a halt and wait for me here? Until I can, okay. Traveling a bit further down the line, nothing wrong with that. But you know the stop is there, right? You're going beyond the stop. Okay. Okay, and when I need to run back to you, you're not going to leave, right? She won't leave us. She won't leave us here, right? Alright. Okay, no. You're supposed to come to a stop. Look. There's nothing but us and the Team Fortress 2 driver. Yep, and a flashlight. Let's go get what we need. She would stop all the way down the line. It's not like I would like to get out of there quickly whenever we get whatever we need. Nothing terrible ever happens when you go into a shed alone. And they would give me the weakest flashlight on the railway. She would stop beyond. We need Pip and Emma. We need Pip, Emma, and Gordon, and just any engine that can stop us from dying or whatever's about to kill us. Because this shed doesn't look too safe. It looks very shady. I thought I saw some smoke rising over there. It's smoke rising, but I mean like smoke from a steam engine. There should be no other engines out on the rails tonight. Oh yeah, this is definitely how a horror movie begins. What am I supposed to be picking up from here? Y'all take hell. We'll be fine, but we're supposed to be getting something right now. He said he left something here and asked me to go and get it. Why do I always... Is that it? I don't feel like I don't think that's it, but it could be. Nah, I'm tempted to. No? Okay. That's just some burning hot coal. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, no, we're out. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're good on that. We're good on that one. I'll pass. I don't know why is the fire growing? Yeah, let's not stay and figure out what that's about. Yep, go and let's not stay with figure out what the heck that's about. No, I'm good. The fire just like increased. I don't know what happened. I got close and it just Freya's still here. That's good, but I'm not going back there again. Never yeah, the controller's gonna have to explain what the heck that was about. I didn't pre-plan any of this. I don't plan any of these streams that we have. It's just a journey on the rails with whatever engine I'm assigned today. And it just so happens that you get on the train. But it just so happens that you decided to assign me probably the worst job known to man. So we're just gonna... Freya, if you don't mind, continue. Like, break Gordon's record right now. I don't care. Just get me out of here, please. Respawn, Jeffrey, don't say that. We need to go. A little more pep in your step, Freya, would be nice. Thank you. The slowest takeoff I've ever seen. Check driver, yeah, check driver. He's still the same driver. I think he was so scared himself that he didn't even know what was happening. The literal driver himself is so terrified that even he didn't even know what was happening. Can you drive faster, please? I'm actually starting to feel a bit uneasy. It's been non-stop weirdness with each one of these streams. Each time getting progressively more weird. And you know, I'd rather have this simulation crash right now, just to get out of the scenario. I'll end the game, but it seems like every time I end the game on my own accord, the game doesn't like that, and they tend to do some freakiness behind the scenes. What was the game has a second life to it? It really does. Because what was that about? You were there, NYC. You saw what happened. You were staring at the flame. Me and you both. We approached it, and then it just exploded, and it kept growing and growing. It looked like it was going to start approaching me. I wasn't going to stay and find out. That's not my lingo, alright? I'm just here to drive engines and get paid. Alright, I don't get paid to stay and deal with whatever paranormal activity situations that the controller has going on around here. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I would go back that direction just so we can go straight back to the shed. I'm watching this on my TV. Don't rewind. Do not rewind to whatever me and NYC or whoever was in the stream just encountered. It's even worse because I really want to go back to the sheds, but that means I would have to find a turntable to turn Freya around. By the time we turn around, it would be dark. so. And I don't want to get, stuck in the dark in the middle of the rails with no lights. That's just not the ideal thing we want to happen. Exactly. Something's not right. We've had so many. First stream was the driver ever. Like the driver started to bug out. Then then engines, started acting weird with them stopping up and down on the rails, which was something that never happened anytime I was like operating an engine in this game. But and then the tunnel, which Henry and Edward are still stuck in. I know we just saw Edward during like the beginning of this, but that was just the livery showcase. Currently, Edward is still stuck because of that tunnel, and I'm definitely tweaking. I'm tripping or something. I gotta get some sleep. I've been up for way too long. The railway is starting to mess with my head. And also the passengers. Oh yes, don't mention the Weeping Angel passengers. All of them were just standing there, like watching us at every station we would arrive at. It's getting dark on the rails. I hope we run because my goal right now is to run whatever checkpoint I have and in the simulation like that. I'm not stopping in any more locations. Oh, it's dark. Like, the fact that the sun is completely gone, like, firstly, this is a custom weather. Alright, so the weather should not be changing. It should be morning right now. I'm not gonna lie, the stars look nice, but the land doesn't. I feel like any point in time we're gonna see somebody or something standing on one of these hills watching us as we pass by. And I don't think I wanna meet. I don't think I wanna see them. And that is, I've noticed we're seeing Bulgy a lot too. What? Oh, there goes the cloning again. 3 Bulgies. Yeah, we are definitely in the Twilight Zone. I don't know how we got here. What did I do to activate this? What happened? What event happened for us to get stuck here? Exactly, I don't feel safe at all. Like, I know I'm in like a giant like metal machine and I should feel safe, but there are 2 open windows here, a open cab right behind me. Anything can reach up right here, like a hand or anything, reach around and grab me, and then I just got a window right here. This doesn't feel very safe. Hello Active, welcome to the stream. We're currently driving Freya down the line after we encountered some weirdness, some paranormal activities that we did not agree with. So we're just continuing on down the line. Hopefully until the simulation crashes and we get to working on the liveries. I would hope so though, because Freya's currently slowing down, and I'm trying to pretend like and not acknowledge that, because you look, she's at full speed and everything, but she's slowing down. And I'm trying to pretend like she's not slowing down right now, because my sanity doesn't go well. It has a tender cab. We do. We really do. It has a tender cab cover, because this open design is terrifying. Please do not stop at the rails again. Because okay, I'm not stopping at a station, but she is slowing down and we do need to stop. I just requested Now I've got to put the pads. How much do those chassis cost? Alright, Freya, we'll stop up the line temporarily, but I'm gonna tell you now, I don't feel easy, like, I'm just gonna turn off this light, because I feel like if there's no light, nothing will see us in the dark. We can't be spotted if we're in the dark. Typo. Makes sense. We need the the lamp light. Okay, when you really think about it, I know it's terrifying with the lamp light off, but if you think about it, nothing is going to spot you in the dark, and we're moving quietly along the line in the dark if we have that light off. Anywhere from 15 to 50. Oof. That's not that bad, actually. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more. See, look, if we're moving quietly in the night, because we have to come to a complete stop temporarily, as I think I overheated Freya's boiler. She needs to rest, and I'm not resting in the dark with the light on in the middle of nowhere where anyone can see me, especially not next to the fields. Look at that. We just got to take a temporary stop on the rails and got to collect our thoughts. That's all we can do. Okay. When operating an engine, I wish you could crouch in this game so I can hide in the corner. This will do for now. I wish you could really crouch in this game. Crouching would be such a lovely thing. I know it's unnecessary. Wait a minute. I thought I saw it. Don't say that. I'm already paranoid enough. I'm literally sitting in the dark by myself while I play this game. It's already creepy enough, alright? Don't say that you saw a human. There's no humans out here. It's just we're the only humans. Alright, just gotta breathe, relax, be positive. Bad thoughts only bring negative. We need a shovel. We need a shovel, just anything that can help us survive, an AK-47, anything but a flashlight. Because I don't think we're going to survive this. I'm getting more antsy. This isn't good. Hopefully her boiler has cooled down a bit and we can continue down the line, but I'm going to just give it 2 more minutes before I try it again. It's getting the wheel in the right position, which is hard when they keep falling out of position. So, how's the weather? The weather is currently nighttime, and we're probably going to die. That's the current weather. There's no surviving this, is there? Hopefully we gotta, what is that? Okay, it's the river. I thought that was somebody standing there. My panic attack was about to set in, and Freya probably would have been left here on these rails. I'm gonna be honest with you. Exactly. Oh, I'm good. Freya would have been left, and I would have been, because I thought that was somebody standing there. I don't like this in one bit. Okay, we're gonna try. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. I feel like there's something moving over there. Have we rescued Edward yet? To be honest, I think that's what we were originally supposed to go and do, but the controller asked us to go and pick something up from a shed. But me and NYC had saw something in that shed that spooked us, and we ran for our lives. I wish the Polar Express, I wish like any engine that could protect me more than Freya's doing right now with her cab was here. had a second movie. You can't make a classic after making such a classic, you know? Alright, you had enough resting, Freya. Please get back up the line. I'm going to turn your... No, close that door. I'm going to turn on your cab light. And we are going to try this again. I'm going to turn you to half speed. Because I'd rather you be moving slowly than not moving at all. I thought the lamp was an eye. I did too. When I peeked around the corner and I saw that, I nearly flew off of my chair. I literally nearly flew out of my chair. I was y'all would probably heard. I feel bad for any of y'all who's wearing headphones. I probably would have screamed. I'm gonna be honest with you. And she works. I can work with this. All right. It's not fast speed, but any speed is better than us standing here like ducks. And just for safety, just in case we were spotted back there, because I don't want to say that there was rustling in the bushes, but I did see the bushes move, and I don't want to bring any bad mojo. Always explore the rails safely. That's a thing we always need to keep in mind. Keep a diligent eye out while on the rails. Exactly. Bye bad things. We don't need you around. The badness is definitely enough for me. All right, we're gonna increase speed just a bit more to about right there. Anything that gets us out of here quicker, you know. The sun's fully set, and we're kind of out here in the dark, alone on the rails. Now, Freya, I understand, according to the controller, you fear nothing, so traveling in the dark apparently is just a normal thing for you. Like, you do this on a normal basis, but this is new to me. We need Optimus Prime. Actually, we really do. What is that? Oh, it's not. It looks like a fire. Or a house or something. Do I feel brave enough to go check it out? No. Do I feel brave enough to stay on Freya as she travels down the line, getting me home? Yes. You know, Freya, between me and you, the controller is a bit of a weird dude. He doesn't talk much, and he always sends me out on quests, but his little, fetch quests, I suppose, but he never ever talks. Why does he always send an engine to talk for him? Is the guy shy or something? Strange, weird dude. But not as weird as being out here on these rails. I'll give him that much. I can see why he probably didn't want to do this himself. It is creepy out here at night. Hopefully we're getting close to home. Yeah, we need just exactly a mile-long flashlight. Just every direction, multi-directional flashlight. Matter of fact, just paint the train in a livery that reflects moonlight and shines so bright that it can be seen from space. Can I get that? That is the most ominous thing I've ever seen. Look at this. Are we being followed? Or am I seeing things? Some glow in the dark paint. We need some more of this glow in the dark paint. We just need it. Note to self, never travel along the rails alone at night. And as soon as we get past and the simulation ends, I hope this is the simulation. But as soon as this ends, we'll go back in the lake. We're just trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. You see, Mike, Holly, and the others have the team seeing stuff. It actually is. And I actually think it's unbelievable. it is Henry. He's like a bright neon. He'll glow in the dark. We should have brought him around as well. But Henry was definitely too afraid to be out here, especially in this area. He doesn't seem to like being around here. Yeah, where's Lady Proteus? Why did the game lag when I just mentioned Proteus and Lady? There is no lights around this. We are in pitch darkness. Okay, I feel like now we can turn that way. This is not the place that you want to be out of the rails in the middle of the night. Especially lacking sleep. Oh wait, let's check on the controller. Not the controller, let's check on the driver right quick. I said the controller. No, the controller doesn't shape shift while we're driving trains. I don't even think he drives trains, actually. Just us out here. And the weird freaking driver. The dude will shape shift into his newest suit any moment now, the moment you look away. That would have been good to know. Actually, that's what I was trying to do, but while I was trying to attach said lamp to Victoria in the last stream, she kind of pulled me through the map, which is, I don't know how that's physically possible. But we're getting back up to full speed, so how quickly we get out of here in the fire. Oh, where are we? We are not in Sodor. We are definitely somewhere else. Where are we? Is that the viaduct? Yeah, stop the train. I'm not continuing any further. Was that the viaduct we just crossed? The viaduct is back the opposite direction. No. I didn't think we were but that was definitely the viaduct we just crossed. How would we just cross the bridge from the mainland? That would have to mean we were back on Sodor. But no, because we crossed the bridge and the viaduct was back on Sodor. No, that's concerning. We crossed the viaduct and that's back on Sodor, but we crossed the bridge. Yeah, that's not making sense. No. I think you know what, you just continue on. Freya, we'll put you at half speed for now, so I can try to figure this out. And or the simulation could just crash before my brain fully works. If we were on Sodor, how did we left Sodor? What could help us in this moment? I've never had that happen. I don't even know what happened. Sodor was back about almost an hour ago. We left Sodor off the island completely. But to cross the viaduct, where... Perhaps I'm just tired. Yeah, maybe it was the wrong viaduct. No, that was definitely... Oh, okay. Just keep on. I don't think I know who we are, but I have a sneaking suspicion of where we might be. I don't think we want to be here. This appears to be somewhere that we definitely should not. Transformer Thomas. Yeah. I'm sure Freya will be fine on the rails on her own, but I don't feel like... Whoa, wait. You see that? That just brought some tears to my eyes. I think I just got... You saw that, right? That legit brought some real tears to my eyes with fear. I don't know what's happening. You can't do that in this game. That would be physically... What the heck is happening? The game is crashing. It's lagging like we're... Oh, we're cooked. Oh, we are cooked. Like this. I'm not scaring y'all. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to have a normal, average day, you know, a night on Sodor. But then we have just the most terrifying things happening as we're just trying to, you know, relax. But I don't know. Why is it so pitch black now? I know I said turning that off was probably a good idea to keep us from being spotted, but I think I don't want to be... I'm legitimately terrified. That fire thing, I don't even know why that would happen. Like, we saw that, like I said. Get some Dr. Pepper. I don't think Dr. Pepper's gonna help with whatever we got going on here. Is that... No, it's a house in the distance. Just gotta... I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just processing what's happening. We left Sodor about literally an hour ago now in stream time. Hold on, yeah, about an hour. So we literally left Sodor an hour ago when I crossed that bridge. But somehow we crossed the viaduct, and during our journey we encountered a weird fire that was sitting in a shed. It kept... Let's just every lump of coal. That sounds like the most sane thing to do out of everything we just experienced within this barely hour stream. Then, as we did cross the viaduct, that same fire, which me and NYC, or whoever was in the stream the longest with us, NYC, you were here. It was just there on the side of the tracks. Did we get switched onto the loop line? That's what I'm saying. What happened in between? Now, am like this, okay. Like, I know I've been saying, like I set up some streams for like goofs and stuff, but there are times where stuff like that happens, and it legit scares me, because I didn't do that. There's no way I could do that. There's no way that, like, I could possibly... I'm playing this on a PlayStation. So how would that even be possible for that? Oh, what? All right. Yeah. No, don't count. Counting doesn't make this, but no. Yes, let's count the coal. How much coal is in here? Matter of fact, counting coal sounds fun right about now. I'm legitimately. Can I hide in here? You know, hiding in the coal sounds like the best idea I have ever thought of within my years, like here of working of Sodor. Hiding in the coal right now sounds like it was so fun. Look how comfortable that looks. You know? Because, see, it's times like this where you just gotta turn off the lamp and cry to yourself as Freya slowly travels up the line because, once again, she's losing power. It's sometimes you just gotta sit, think to yourself, and cry in the corner. Okay, so I'll try to explain this in a rapid fire way so everyone who wasn't here can get caught up. Earlier, I was like doing something. I was saying I was going to pick up something from a shed. In the shed, there was a. Yeah, I might hide inside of the Flying Scotsman. Like, I legit might spawn the Flying Scotsman next to Freya and legitimately hide because I'm scared. Uh, that fire. Okay, so that there was a little fire inside of that shit. When I got close to it, it changed right in front of us, in front of me and New York City's. Like we saw it, and as I was backing out, it started getting bigger and bigger. I ran out, hopped on Freya, and we traveled down the line, crossed over the huge bridge that I was kept talking about. But then, as we were traveling down the line, we ran over the viaduct, and the only way you would run over the viaduct is whether you were still on the opposite side of Sodor. And then, as we were traveling down the line and we thought we were far away, that same fire appeared cabside and was just traveling along. Like we knew what it looked like. It was just alongside the track, and there's no way I could have done that. It was as crazy as getting the lottery ticket. It legitimately was as crazy. Like, so I'm kind of just hiding, sitting here in the dark, because I'm legit scared. Because there's some times where I try to like pre-plan before a stream, but most of my pre-planning before a stream involves me setting up in a shed and just getting ready and like filming the engines. It doesn't involve any of the creepy stuff that happens, like the driver changing into a red suit or just whatever we just encountered on the rails there. And I'm scared to hop off of Freya to spawn in a coach to sit on because I feel like I would be attacked. And there's no feature, there's nothing in this game why they would even program something like that. But for whatever reason, after witnessing countless stuff like that each stream, no, I'm good. You know, I feel like Freya's cab is my safest bet right now. I would climb into this coal right here to be safe, but you can't do that. But this game is allowed to mess with my sanity, apparently. I don't even want to like start the like engine again. I don't want to move. I feel like any movements. So I feel like I'm just going to end the game and we're going to go to making liveries. Anybody agree with that? That we should just quit here or save here or whatever and go into making liveries? We can. I was saying we can continue from here, but I don't think I want to continue in whatever demon realm we just found ourselves in. Can you go in brake vans? You can. We can hide in a brake van. We should attach a brake van or just a van, just like an actual, like, you know, a box van, and just hide in there. It's perfect. And then when people join the stream and ask, where are we? We'll just tell them we're hiding in a box van. It makes perfectly good sense. Matter of fact, if I angle this correctly, I possibly could just spawn a brake van right next to, Freya. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. No? Okay. We're out. But, no. Okay, but the brake van's there. Just gonna slowly close your cab door up and then run over to this little brake van here. Get onto the brake van. I'm not doing this today. All right, bro. You're playing too much. Okay, maybe it's the Thomas brake van. Wrong brake van. Get it back on Freya. Safety is at risk. All right. Alright, after nearly getting us killed, let's try that again. This time do not spawn in the Thomas and Friend DLC brake van. We shall spawn in the 20-ton brake van, and hopefully just Bonnie duty there. Close up Freya real quick. Should I turn on her lamps so we know where she is? Nope, she'll be fine. Just gonna go in here, close the door, close the door, close the door. Thank you. And can I sit here? Thank you. Okay. I feel a bit more safe now. Not all the way safe, but a bit more safe. I wish this brake van had blinds. This is, yeah, it's not the brake van, it's the brake van. We're taking a break. We're chilling in the brake van. No, why did I do that? Never do that again. I wish you could lock these. Is there any way to lock these doors? There is. Okay. Oh, this door actually has locks. I don't know which way is the lock. Obviously not that way. Obviously not that way. Alright. This is just like FNAF 1. This is like FNAF 1, but in Train Sim World 4, and I'm actually scared. The doors are locked though, so. But just no lights. Yeah, no lights. That's the only bad part. You get no lights. I'm pretty sure we can spawn a light, but that involves us having to go out on the outside of the train, and I don't think I want to get on the outside of the train. I don't think I want to get caught dead on the outside of the train. But we can apply the brakes, past the time. Okay. Oh, we have a flashlight. Can we sit with the flashlight? That must be so epic. No, we can't sit with the flashlight. We gotta stand with it. I keep forgetting I have a flashlight, but... Okay, what does this do? Nothing. It does nothing. There's no weapons in here that can help me, and that light terrified me just then. Yeah, can we just motorize the brake van? Okay, we're gonna step outside to see if there's anywhere we can place a lamp. It's on the opposite side of this wall, isn't it? Okay. What just happened? Well, it was nice knowing you fellas. We appear to be dead and falling into the endless abyss as everything disappears from us. I think we just... It's over. Actually, I think this is the better ending than us figuring out whatever was up there, It's official. I think we either are dead or something just pulled us through the ground. Either way, purgatory and wherever we are right now is 100 times better than whatever we were just about to encounter up there. How are we still falling? How far is this? It may have just been turned out to be a 9-volt battery and a heat pack, or something happened, but now we're underneath the map, so... Shall I dare restart the simulation, or should I just quit here and not even risk going back to fight with whatever we just get? I'm not going to risk it. I'd rather not. I literally rather not. The heebie-jeebies have set in, so it's onto the liveries. The game is definitely going to punish me for quitting the game like that, because it doesn't seem to like it when I do that. So let's see how that goes. And I still got to explore that tunnel to get Edward and Henry out. So that should be fun. Let's just go to the Thomas DLC. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a really swell idea. And you know what? I've had enough of dark places and traveling in the night on like rails at night. So let's go to the brightest area I know. The one that where it doesn't get dark at, and you know it's not creepy in the slightest. We're going to the training center, everyone's favorite. Yay! Let's turn up that brightness to 100%. We're gonna play mess around with the Thomas DLC and not terrify myself to death. I just wanted to get home, play it, and like mess around with some liveries. But now I'm wide awake after experiencing whatever that was, and I still got to create liveries later on today. But I'm definitely gonna have nightmares about whatever was going on today. So that's fun. You know, we need to start just playing Train Sim World 5 and messing around, to see, like investigating like the creepy stuff. Because I feel like there's much more going on here. Yep, that 9-volt battery literally burnt me slightly. How did that... What? I'm guessing the battery acid? Yep, Thomas, we're going to bring you out, bud. After that experience, I don't want to do that again. Hello, Thomas. So far, 10 times less creepier than anything I encountered. It's our boy Thomas. Alright. Finally, familiar territory. Alright, Thomas, we're... Okay, you're on the wrong track, firstly. Let's despawn you, bud. Put you over here. It's just really how we try to get the motor turned. Ah, okay, that makes sense. But first, let's spawn somebody who I was talking about, because Active is here now, so he'll get to see this. And then we'll take a trip with Thomas to calm the nerves after experiencing. We now have an improved Gordon. Oh, and another thing, the projection thing. They don't have the gray line that goes along the boiler anymore. So it's just what's it called? You can just see, and it's you can fully see him in the daylight now in all his glory, and not whatever demon realm we were in. Not even like 5 minutes ago. So we're gonna relax a bit this time, for real. Actually have some time to relax. And not have to fight a literal horde of demons. And of course Edward, with his version 5 design. Pure perfection. But we're going to move over here quickly. And Thomas, which rail do you have to be on in order for this to work? I would spawn Diesel, but I don't want Diesel here right now. Alright, Thomas. Welcome to the railway. Welcome back to the railway, and we finally get to see you. I gotta get the perfect shot. Okay, it won't let me run for some reason. They have a crouch in the game, and I just found it. This would have been really helpful when we were on Freya's cab. Where was this at? I would have hid so much more better on Freya's cab. But anyway, we have the Blue Boys all back in action. Thomas looks so tiny compared to Gordon. Which then again is actually just like accurate scaling. Also, Thomas, you guys see that? Look at Thomas's splashers. Yeah, it's a realistic size for Thomas. So, all right, let's give Thomas a little drive, a little test drive around the track after the horror show we just experienced earlier. I'm gonna go back and rewatch that footage to see if I see anything that was happening like that I didn't notice. All right, Thomas. Are we on the right side, or am I on the wrong side? Yep. I keep forgetting the controls for Thomas are on the opposite side. What's the point about the splashes even though the wheels are so small? Yeah. That's the one weird thing I noticed about this Thomas DLC is that his wheels just feel, I don't know. It's like something's off. I'm not sure if they put like the wheels on weirdly or how it's designed. I don't know what it is. It just looks weird. Unless he's just sitting too high up on like, I don't know. Reminds me of that shot I see. You're lagging. Stream is lagging. Am I lagging? Or is it? I don't. I know what shot you're talking about, active, but finally, some feels good. Alright, now this is some serotonin for the brain. You know, the only thing and another thing I do not like, I will say I don't like about this DLC is the fact that you have to hold down just to drive Thomas. Like, it does, I will say, it does make, like, filming much more easier. Like, for example, I'm going to set up the camera at the next station. If we're approaching a station, I feel like we're approaching a station. If Thomas would like to slow down, that is. Alright, and we have come to a complete stop. Not yet, because Thomas is being a cheeky little tank engine that he is. Alright. Now, the one thing I will say I do not like about this Thomas DLC is that driving what's going on. And my PS4 sounds like it's about to explode. So for like shots like this, if it will allow me to zoom in without crashing, there we go. It's much more easier to have stuff like this. Back away from the video. What was that? Did I just see the coach's leg? Hold on, I'm looking at the replay. Oh no, I'm tripping. I was about to say, don't. Not while I'm trying to drop down this. This is so nice now, exactly. Much more bright and cheerful. Also, I didn't know that the troublesome trucks were literally the size of Thomas. Wait. Now that we're back on this map, I think something fun that we can do. I like to call it diesel racing. Now this takes a stupid amount of patience to set up, but when you get it set up, it is fun to do. We're gonna race diesel. I need a diesel that can stay operating while I'm trying to like operate another diesel. In order for this to work, or you can do this with a steam engine too. Steam engine or a diesel usually works. Who should we use? You know what? We're gonna have DuPont versus Henry. Battle of Steam. But okay, now setting this up, here's where it gets tricky. Putting the engines on the rails, that's your only easy part. Now part 2 of this is where the fun begins. Yeah, engine race. You see on training center or the train center, because the map is so perfectly like put together, well, next to each other, you can race engines perfectly. But the only thing is, it's really hard to set this up. You basically got to set up the engines perfectly next to each other. Make sure both of those doors are open. And when you do this, you got to do this at some like mock speeds. First things first, apply those brake. Make sure the engine brakes are applied. Apply those. Apply the sanders. And turn this. No. Turn that all the way up. Alright. Now hop off the cab. Hop onto this one. You got to do this real quick. I haven't done this in a while, so I might mess this up. No, instead of what's called, we're going to turn it to that. Now here's the only bad part about this. You got to turn those up to half speed in order for this to work. Because if you turn it up to full speed, their wheels are just going to slip and like slip. Make sure they both got the right amount of speed for both. Make it a fair race. It's only a fair race if both engines have enough speed. Alright, so the moment I take the brakes off of this, I'm going to have to make a beeline over to DuPont and take his brakes off. Okay, so come on. Oh, come on. No. Henry's going to take off before us. Is he? No, okay, we got some time. Alright. Oh, he's not going. What did I do wrong? I'm always doing something wrong with these. Oh, wait. Got to sit down first, then get up. I remember. Yep. Oh, Henry's off to the races already. Henry's off to the races. Henry's gone. Henry was ready for this today. Poor DuPont. I don't think he's going to catch up. Hold on, let's change camera so we can get a better angle of this. But I don't think DuPont's going to catch up. We'll see. Henry just made a beeline. Like, you've never seen Henry move faster before. Look at him. Henry is out of there. Hey, wait, Henry. He's literally running faster than the camera. I can't keep up. DuPont, you're really gonna let yourself get beat by Henry? I mean, granted, but Henry, the engine who was famously scared of some rain, DuPont is not happy in the slightest. Come on, DuPont, catch up, catch up. No, Henry's gone. I think he might, if he loops back around before we can catch up, he wins the race. You'll have to catch up, DuPont. Come on. Yeah, at this rate, I think Henry might win this race. I mean, he's keeping up. He's trailing behind him well. But at this rate, DuPont is not going to win this race. He's falling behind in the lead. Even the driver is concerned that he's going to be able to catch up. Exactly. An engine that was the most scared engine on Sodor, and he can't catch up. Exactly, DuPont. You're being embarrassed. Oh, DuPont, you're one of my creations. You're being embarrassed right now. You're being outsmoked by Henry. Didn't Sir Topham Hatt call him? I forgot the name he called him. You need to put some pep in your step, man. I've never seen Henry move that fast. DuPont, you're disappointing us. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Look at Henry. This is tragic. Is he running out of steam, Henry? Yeah, Henry smoked you, DuPont. I'm sorry. Actually, funny enough, the throttle is full. Henry's is at half. I set it up so both of them would be at half, but Henry's is at half and he still cannot catch up. Look at him over there, gloating. This is just like the when he had the race class. That's what I'm saying. I have no words. When Bowler was trying to race Henry, I had Henry's throttle at half speed. I called shenanigans. Exactly, I'm calling shenanigans. Someone check up on Henry. Look at him. You can't even see him. He's around the corner already. Where is he at on the map? How? He might have lost some weight. Yeah, during his reconstruction. Look, DuPont, you're literally at max speed. Everything. I have everything fully like. I'm perplexed. Is it? All right, did that kick it up some gears? Do we get some power? I think it's too late. I think Henry's just outsmoked you, DuPont. I don't think you ever even had a chance. I think Henry prepared every day of his life for this moment. He might have lost weight. I don't think this is the same Henry. It can't be. Look how far he is. He's already around the corner. He's going to lap us. If we are okay, I'm gonna let this run for a bit. If Henry bypasses us, DuPont. No, Henry is already. This wasn't even a race. All right. I've seen enough. This is hard to watch. Henry, you're embarrassing DuPont. Just stop. Stop the race. Stop the race. Stop the race. That was hard to watch. No, I need to talk to DuPont right quick. I need to have like a pep talk with DuPont. How did you mess up? All right. DuPont. Before, and I need to fix your livery also. You still have the buffer problem, but what was that? What was that, DuPont? You lost to Henry. Dear friend, you lost to Henry. He, through the entire race, stayed ahead of you. Were you trying? Did you have something caught in your wheels? Like, is something not connected properly? Did you not get enough sleep? What happened, DuPont? Like, I've seen him race Vivian, and he kept up, and I think he won the race. I'm not remembering correctly, but I'm starting to think you lost that race too after you just lost to Henry. I feel ashamed. All right, we're going to race you against somebody else. Like you are Bachman Henry now. Exactly. You've been demoted, DuPont. You're now a. I don't even know what to say. That was literally the most. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever witnessed. Now this is an unfair comparison, but I was going to race you up against like. If okay, we're gonna do someone else. We're gonna do a smaller livery. We're going to bring Tim onto the line. No, even better. We'll bring Jeremy onto the line. If Jeremy outraces you, and you are a big engine, I don't know I don't know how I'll feel about this. I don't know how. Alfred, have him race Alfred. If you lose to Alfred DuPont, demoted, sir. You can't do that. No. Okay, look, I know I'm not the controller, and I don't have the power to demote anyone. But in this one case, after that race, you are definitely demoted. Like, that was horrible. Absolutely horrendous. Terrible performance, Alfred. I mean, DuPont. I said Alfred. Alfred ain't even. You're so terrible that I insulted another engine by accident. That was abysmal. Alright, let's try this again. This time you'll be racing Alfred, alright? DuPont, let's try not to. Let's try not to disappoint this time. Alright, the usual setup. Full power. And this time, so you can keep up, I will turn you to full power. Alright. Henry is like gloating in the sheds to everyone right now that he just beat DuPont in a race. Henry is having the best time of his life. I was about to put him to full throttle to see how that would go, but no. Look, watch. We will put it to half throttle and see if you get smoked by Alfred. Let me crouch just so I can get the full detail of like what I'm doing here. Set it to right there, literally pointing at the brakes. So we're gonna do this again. Do not disappoint me, DuPont. That was a terrible performance. But let's set up DuPont now. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright. No, we already set you up. Alright. Half power. I promise you, like, you're part of the Sodor China Clay, not the Sodor Ironworks. So, when it comes down to who's in control of you, I probably will have to tell your controller that you did a terrible job. You're lucky that the Sodor Ironworks controller doesn't really care enough about the Sodor China Clay. Because if you were one of his engines, I don't think he would keep you around. Is this at full? I had them both at full throttle last time. Now first I'll sit to get the engine engaged so that the game knows that the engine's being used, I suppose. So it's not just in a still model mode. Hopefully that fixes the problem that was happening last time. Turn off the brakes. Alright, he's going backwards currently. Wait, what? Hey, DuPont, I saw that. You tried to get the head start, didn't you? Hop. Get on the train, get on DuPont. No. DuPont. DuPont. Your brakes are off. How are you failing? Alfred is literally in the middle of a wheel slip, and he's still beating you. Yeah. Sir, you're threatening me. I refuse to. I am not threatening you. I'm just stating the facts and the obvious, DuPont. Oh, wait. He might be gaining some traction now. Alright, they're off to a good start, I suppose. DuPont hasn't started to disappoint me yet, so that's good. What, wait. Wait, Alfred. How did you just suddenly speed up? Wait a minute. Wait. No, wait. What just happened? Like from 0 to 100, Alfred just decided to go full speed. We might still have a chance here. He could still catch up because he was doing pretty well. He got beat by a ghost. Yeah, he literally got beat by a dead spirit. That's crazy. But this might be his one moment to prove himself. So come on, DuPont. Oh, he's not gonna catch up, is he? I feel like if we just believe, you gotta believe in DuPont. I'm gonna stop doubting you, and I'm without a shadow of a doubt, I believe you can catch up to him. I feel like we're gaining on him because the camera's at its limit right now, and as I'm doing that, it's still saying that we're getting closer. Sir, you rigged the race. I don't. How would I rig the race? I gave you both the same chance. DuPont, are you accusing me of foul play? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we might have a comeback. We might have something, because the camera's not moving. I'll paint you wartime black. Yes, DuPont, if you do not surpass Alfred, I will paint you wartime black. Oh, he heard that. He did not take a fancy to that. It looks like DuPont is catching up in the race, surprisingly. He's actually gaining traction. Oh, he might surpass him. Oh, it's the SEC versus the LNER. See you later, NYC. And DuPont takes the lead. DuPont has officially taken the lead. You know what, DuPont? You did a good job. Keep going. Alfred has been... He's lost. Well, no, we haven't gotten to the end of the line. Alfred would still have a chance to catch up. But it appears that Alfred is losing steam. His quick start is quickly becoming his downfall. Maybe DuPont going slow in the beginning was him just trying to feel out the opponent, but he clearly felt out the wrong opponent because Henry beat DuPont in the last race, and now Alfred is losing this race. Well, not yet. He still has at least, if he can like kick it into high gear, he still has a slight chance of catching up to DuPont. But DuPont is currently, it would appear like he is our winner for this. He's our winner for this one. Good job, DuPont. You actually beat somebody in a race this time. He did it. He actually beat someone, but your loss to Henry still is fresh on the mind. So enjoy your victory for now. Yep, it was the SCC versus the LNER, and it appears the SCC reigns victorious. But apparently the SCC is currently not sitting in the title as, you know, leading championship of this tournament, this little race tournament that we just now decided that is a thing that's happening. Currently, Northwestern Railway the Northwestern Railway sits on top as Henry won the last race against DuPont. And now DuPont has beaten the LNER for his team, and I'll now despawn you, turn around, and quickly stop him. And that was a jump scare. I love how I win. I love being his. Oh yeah, DuPont wins. I apologize anyone for that jump scare that I just did. That's usually how I despawn engines whenever I'm racing. I kind of just get in front of them and despawn them really quickly. Alfred jump scare. But DuPont, congratulations. You have officially moved up in the ranks of the race. And you know, after racing the engines, my mind is now completely cleared about whatever we just encountered last time on our when the stream started. Ragusa isn't going to be happy. He's not. So, shh. Nobody tell him that Alfred lost a race against DuPont, alright? This will be the stream. Like, no one tell Ragusa what happened, alright? Unless he watches the stream, he'll never know. And I know that Ragusa will probably never watch the stream all the way to this point. He'll never know that Alfred lost. Now, should we race Edward? Or should we, no, Edward isn't much one to race. Edward doesn't like really racing. Bad choice. Wait, what happened last time I was having a good time? I don't remember what happened last time. Pretty sure some stuff began happening that was a bit creepy and off-putting, but if you don't pay attention to it and you just keep paying attention to the goofball stuff, you know, it's almost like it's not there. Now, time for the dumb thing that I'm about to do. Never attempt this, ever. Alright. Bill versus James. I'm gonna do Bill versus James, but never attempt what I'm about to do. Unless you do not value your existence, or you value your system, or your console, or the likelihood that your console is going to survive what I'm about to do. Ladies and gentlemen, please revert your eyes as we are about to break the light for speed of what I'm about to do. I apologize for anyone who thought that this was going to be a normal stream, but before Because I feel like I'm getting a little sleepy. So just in case, James, if he loses, yeah, James is gonna enjoy his race after we race something I like to call the 2882 So this is going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be driving the world's first whatever wheel configuration this is about to be once I connect all of these. It's this setup is about to be crazy. Alright, so first step, take off brakes. Leave that on. Setting this up is about to be insane. Alright, so we have our 2882. We're going to back it up into our 2888. Okay, it's moving too fast. Too fast. It's already not looking good. Look, we're going to attach our 2882 to our 2882. Then we're going to reverse again. Then we're going to reverse again into our 2882. I need to practice my James voice. That would be lovely. And just to mess with the settings here. Turn that up. There we go. Alright. So, we're about to die, probably. Hope you guys didn't have any plans. Just gonna turn that right there. Turn that. It's my version of a passenger train. It's very demented. Alright. America has nothing on my steam engines. We've got the real steam locomotive right here. Oh, okay. Can I open this? Can I get into the window and like access everything? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. Turn you all the way up. Turn the brakes off. Turn the brakes off. Okay, it doesn't want to. Us in America, no. Here in the ItzAtrain Railway, we don't have Big Boy, unfortunately. No, we have the unholy amalgamation that is the mega behemoth. You know, we have the big behemoth. Now it's a freight puller. It used to be used for shunting. I don't know what it used to shunt, but. Now it's just used for racing. Very, very dangerous racing that most of my friends get into. Definitely in a fiery death ball explosion of pure death and destruction. But it's a risk we take when driving the behemoth. Alright. Currently we are about to drive the 2888. No, my bad. Let me go through the wheels. We have a 2882. 8. Okay, it's a lot of 288. Just know we're about to die. Buckle up. This is a test number 1 of the world's most dangerous steam locomotive. Let's see if we can get her started. Okay, we're going the wrong direction. But that's to be expected with this behemoth. Nope, definitely going the wrong direction. Okay. So we're gonna reverse that. Alright, you know, it's working fine. I was really expecting like some oh. Yeah, this is how we die. All right, apply the brakes. All right. Now we're gonna switch into forward and slow speed. This is current. What speed are we at? This is. It's not even fully open. This is half speed right now. All right. So, what do we think of our new steam locomotive? Imagine just chilling at like a Nafford station and then this thing pulls in. We needed an engine that could haul, you know, just the most unnecessary trains across like the frozen tundra. So we built this. They call Percy the purple caterpillar. No, this is the gray centipede. Now then, this is only half speed. Let's kick it up a notch. I don't know what this sounds like on stream right now, but this probably sounds absolutely abysmal to hear. But it works. Alright, full speed it is. This is a very bad idea. Very bad idea. I just turned it up to full speed. Oh, the game doesn't like this. The game does not like this. Did it just crash? That I overheated it. I overheated already. Purple, purple. I overheated it already. I overheated the behemoth by turning it up to full power. Alright, so, man, that was anticlimactic. I wanted to crash. I wanted to see a fiery ball of engine. You know, that was the whole point. Like, I was going at... Whatever. They ruined the fun. How am I supposed to crash a train at Mach 5 speeds if you stop the train from hitting Mach 5 speeds? We were about to travel through time and space. Heck, probably even a different universe if we were lucky enough, but I think you need a bit more steam locomotives for that. Man, you suck. What engine was that? Man, you suck. Alright, fine. Read the last comment I put. U.S. and America have the big boy. Oh, yeah, we did. I wish we were using the big boy. Instead, we just have this. Fine. You're not the behemoth, but you are faster, and you won't make me pull my hair out, so. Fine, we'll let you puff up to full steam, see what you're like. Then we're gonna hop off your cab and jump onto the track and see if you hit us. Alright. Introducing the warrior. Dovetail are never gonna add the big boy. They never will. So you gotta make your own big boy. Is the train... That one gotta be in reverse. So we currently have the warrior out. In Mighty Mac. I mean, if I could paint up this livery to look like that, it would be Mighty Mac, but currently we have Warrior, who's about to give us a full display of speed. We have Big Boy at home, exactly. Now this engine's a lot more smoother like a much more cleaner ride than like a standard, and it feels like it wouldn't overheat as fast. It's a good engine, actually. Very good engine compared to the Warrior. Much more functional, too, I will say. If it, now the Warrior is more of a passenger train. Did I just overheat the coils again? Almost like a passenger loco would be better at high speeds. Who wants a Trains 5 big boy? I do. I would love a Trains 5 big boy. Almost like a passenger loco would be better at high speeds. It is. You know what's funny? In Train Sim World 4, I didn't run into this problem with the Warrior and the Behemoth. Like, they never overheated. I really wish I could turn off that feature. Because I just want to drive trains at full speed. That's the whole point. Like, why did I get this game? If I can't drive trains at full speed without them overheating. Like, why? I know an engine that will run me over without his freaking engine overheating. The Menace himself. Trust me, Diesel runs everybody over. He doesn't have his claws, so he can pretty much just run people over. That's all he can do. Unfortunately, we never thought to install a claw on Diesel because apparently that goes against railway regulations. Western Champion. No, I don't think he is. More like Western Killer, but Western Champion is a crazy name to give a menace like Diesel 10, but alrighty. Whatever fits the boot. Alright, now it's time to start you up. Alright. What's it? Alright, flick this switch. Flick that. Turn this all the way up. Do that. Do this. Full throttle. Let's get on out of here. Come on, D10. Hello, ItzAtrain. Hello, I will eat you. We're currently just relaxing a bit after experiencing true terror earlier in the stream, you know? He's the champion of combat arena. Yeah. Most definitely. D10, you think you want to, like, go? Like, I would love to stay here and chat with you. I really wouldn't. But could you please go? Brakes are off, everyth's off. It's just that Diesel 10 wants to be Diesel 10. But you're making my PS4 sound like it wants to take off. W Diesel 10, rare Diesel 10L moment. Never mind, never mind, Diesel. You took a massive L in the Thomas and what was it? Don't talk about tree. Never mind, scratch that, Diesel. You took a massive L, and I literally keep forgetting the movie that was, and I'm doing it on purpose because I don't want to remember it. Yeah, no, it's better it stays forgotten in my mind. But I guarantee you somebody will remind me, and the PTSD will come flashing right back. It's that one movie where you're laughing on a hill at the end of it, like in a credit scene. That movie was so bad, I literally put it in the back of my mind and forgot about it. Alright. None of the diesels went to work today. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait. Class 40 diesel. Does it again. We don't talk about the thing that happened at the shed. Yeah, we don't. Diesel on the move again. Misty Island. I said we do not mention that tragedy. Finally, somebody who can be on the rails and just cruising along at full speeds without me having to worry about them stopping down the line, overheating, stuff like that. So what we're going to do now is a bit dangerous, and I do not recommend anyone do this when driving a train. Always practice rail safety, but always leave stuff like this to professionals. Now what you want to do is open your cab door here, take a step towards the ledge, look back like this, and you just want to... Now we have a runaway train. What's the most fun way to stop a runaway train? We can either A, stand on the tracks and play chicken, or we can B, put a train down right now and stop Dieselton the fun way. So I'm just gonna take our good old friend, the Class 08, let's say Dodge. Dodge appears to be on the wrong side of the tracks. And as you can see, wherever he is, where's Dieselton? Where? Okay. Oh, there he is. You see that, that beautiful blue stripe currently running along the screen right now? Yeah, that's currently Diesel 10 barreling down the track at max speed right now. And we currently have our good friend Dodge, who's here to help us by stopping him dead in his track. We also need to get another friend out. Where is he? Splatter. We got Splatter and Dodge here, who are currently here to help us stop Diesel 10, who's currently racing down the tracks at Mach 5 speeds. Now, will this actually stop? Let's walk on the tracks like a kid, you're right. This is definitely not a bad idea. Now, we'll know that Diesel 10 is close or nearby is when the game lags. Oh, no, he's on the way. He's definitely on the way. So I'm just going to run over here and see how this goes. Splatter and Dodge. Well, Dodge needs to live up to his name. You need to dodge, alright? I don't know how Diesel 10 is, like how fast he's actually going to be running around this corner. I don't know how fast the Class 40s can go. I'm kind of just waiting. Because, you know, I don't think... Oh, no. Oh, no. That was so anticlimactic, but the build-up was so hilarious. I think Dodge just got freaking crushed. Hold up, let me see the screen back. Yeah, Dodge just got absolutely crushed. They're both dead. We just accidentally murdered, splattered, and yeah, don't even ask. They merged. He hit him so fast that they merged completely. Splodge, get out of the way. They didn't get out of the way in time. The carnage was... Diesel 10's face is Thomas and the Magic Railway alternate ending. He went down the wrong track and just turned back around by accident and ran straight into Splatter and Dodge. I apologize, Diesel. You will be remembered for your bravery on the rails. Well, not really bravery, but you get what I mean. Matter of fact, I've never, ever, like, driven any of the fast trains in this game. What do those even look like? Is this one of them, or is this a different train that I'm thinking of? What if we crash two bullet trains together? Do I have... Bear, please, Bear. Alright, Bear it is. Hopefully Bear wants to actually drive this time instead of, like, moseying on down the line. Like an actual bear. Bear's just being Bear. That's a German... You should have... we can use it to crash it into bear. Oh, my apologies, not bear. I mean just basic like diesel that appears like bear. No, 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 no. That is not bear. Bear is a. Now we have two choices. We can either use regular bear or the one who protects us all and above and sees all, always known as God Bear. He sees all, knows all. He can see into your soul. It's bear stunt double. So we'll despawn you, and who's a good friend to spawn alongside you? Where in the earth is, there you are. We're gonna, matter of fact, you don't get much attention on the rails. Like you had like one livery showcase, so we'll spawn you. Hello, what is your name? Let's fix your face first. What the heck is your name? Bowler? Yep, I remember the last second Bowler. That's his name. We got God Bear and Bowler after he's gotten into like 8 pounds worth of catnip. Yeah, like for example, D261 is what he's called in the series, but on the Railway series he has another name. Then they call him Bowler, and then they call him something else. It could be Andy. Secretly, you know, he snuck off onto this series for pretends like he's he snuck off onto this series to hide. Matter of fact, another, I know you know. Who are you? Because I really don't know who you are. Nope, you just look like a generic diesel to me. You look like a very generic diesel. Fast 40 in the 2 apparently yeah. Apparently the number of these is 6. That's clearly 50. I don't have any other. I could have sworn I had a Daisy, but I think I got rid of Daisy. But I didn't like the design that I was working on it. British Railway really dropped the ball with the names. They really did. We're having a whole diesel railway show apparently. You could stay, but God Bear is the king of the diesels. All right, he's the king of the diesels that are all shaped like that. All right. He watches over them. He's the reason why Diesel 10 stays alive. Look at that stare and tells me he doesn't stare into your soul. He knows the sins of Diesel 10. That smile will haunt him for the rest of his days. Matter of fact, just to make sure that Diesel doesn't do anything shady, no shady business on the rails or any scheming, we're gonna leave God there in charge of Diesel. You can keep an eye on Diesel, alright? And Diesel, let me fix your face. Diesel gallery. Alright, so you keep an eye on Diesel 10. He cannot be trusted. Ooh, yeah, of course we still got the phone. Bear, the classic. We already have a bear, so we don't need any more bears. You know what? Can't I just look at it? No, it's not allowed. Okay, now it will. No, I don't want anything from France. Anything in the class with this Winchester and sword. Oh, I'm such a fool. How could I forget? Everyone knows the classic, the true, the tried, the best diesel breed to the Thomas for the city. You can fight me on that. Boco. Alright, the genuine G, the certified units of Thomas. Everyone knows the Boco. Did you place the Thomas? The official Thomas? The actual DLC Thomas, or? I have both. Boco, exactly. Everyone knows Boco. True, tried and true. No, do not spawn Thomas with Trump's Thomas. Look at that. You get the Daisy that Laserjet had. I had one that I actually just fully modeled that I deleted a while ago because, you know, I didn't like how it turned out. Which is the case for a lot of the models that I make sometimes. Speaking of diesel, now that I think about it, I want to do a quick comparison. We're going to compare the actual diesel, the diesel DLC, why do I have to scroll halfway through the end of Narnia just to get the diesel DLC? I will never know. Look at that smug face he's got. I'm gonna turn you around that way you can see. We're gonna do a quick comparison. We'll take you. Luckily, I do not work tomorrow, so we can have a small meeting to discuss the details. Then we scroll past the one time. Unfair comparison with the side route. You know? In my opinion. If he had the side running rods, he would sell it. I'm just saying, one of them feels a little too cartoonish. I don't know, every fish can get it. That one's maybe a bit more menacing. Red Sun, yeah, he's a bit more menacing. Has been more than menacing. messed up. Oh, wait a minute. I know what's wrong. You know, that's something that can usually be fixed. And we're off to the races. Oh, I did not see Sodor being behind us. Stop. Perhaps we can couple up and move them out of the way. Or just drive forward, I suppose. Why are you still in the back? This is not the way. When it comes down to like the writers of each episode, I've never really like actually paid note or attention to that until people started pointing it out. So when it comes down to like her writing, because I have gone back and actually seen some of what people were talking about, like her writing style and comparing it to other stuff. I mean, it's right. He is very loud. Yeah, he is. Aren't they? All the diesels are very loud. But yeah, when it comes down to like her writing styles, it's always just been, it's writing, nothing to write home about, in my opinion. I can barely hear you over it. You talking about the diesel or the? Cause yeah, if you're talking about the diesels in these, like I have the sound turned down on my PlayStation. We're gonna despawn. Not God Bear. We need God Bear here to protect us from him. Sodor Fallout. Sodor Fallout. Yeah, we have one Sodor Fallout related thing. What are you looking at? Aren't you supposed to be like menacing? Like, oh, okay. Just gonna stare me dead in my soul. All right, I see how it is. So Thomas will forever be a better engine than you. You're terrifying. You look like you're always plotting something. It's in the cards. It's definitely in the cards. Look, even while he's over there alone by himself, he looks like he's plotting something. Thomas looks like he doesn't have a thought going through his smoke box. He hasn't thought about anything in the past at least 50 years. Alright? But Diesel, no, that dude's been scheming since he got here. Then again, when you're going up against the like of, you know, him, I would too. But enough lollygagging. It's where's Annie and Clarabelle at? I want to drive Annie and Clarabelle, so we'll despawn you real quick. Thomas in the firework pans. That can only go well. Ah, yes, the classic Annie and Claire. Can I get on the coach? Bear working with the DLC, Thomas. Yeah, they're currently trying to figure out where the other engines are. I'm trying to figure out what engines to take out on the railway due to us not having Henry or Edward. And the engines that we have. Exactly. Thomas was like, he head empty, no thoughts while Diesel was committing tax evasion. Look at this. Look how menacing this is. Like, you just have Bear and Thomas chilling together in the yard, just chatting it up. And then, like, you slowly pan over to the side. And you just see Diesel, like, just scheming away in the back. He's already committed, like, 8 war crimes. He's just waiting. Like, why? Thomas is happy to be here, but Diesel is happy to be, like, what are you looking at? I'm good. I'll pass. We need police Diesel. Yeah, most definitely, because, yeah, where's police Diesel? Somebody manage him. He's got a stereo problem. I'm not even sure I should turn my back to you. Every time I turn my back, I feel like you're gonna be staring at me. And literally. Ah, got him. Look at that. The first time I did verification, I used Class 6 for Class 47. I used Class 47 from the get-go when it came to Bear. There's no other version of Bear besides that Class 47 version. Now I'm going to do something that is a bit sacrilegious. Alright, I do not want any Thomas fans coming after me, murdering me. Alright. It's just for the meme. Alright, it's for a meme. It's for a meme. Everyone calm down. I already can already hear the keywords typing away. I can already hear the keywords. I saw Diesel looking at you. Yeah, I saw that too, but we're gonna pretend like he's innocent. My first reskin of Bear was Mate and Train Sim, and it's still a greater club. I just got into playing Train Sim not that long ago. Alright. Now, everyone calm down. Alright, I get it. I know this is sacrilegious. I'm just doing it for the meme. Right? This is going against everything that is the rules against Thomas and friends. I know. It's for the meme, alright? There's no need to kill me over this, alright? I feel like I'm signing up, like I'm literally about to initiate hordes and swarms of people to attack me for doing this, but we have a Diesel. We found out what his plan was. Diesel he was stealing Annie and Clarabelle. We're going to ban you, Tom. No, I only get one of those. It's just for the funnies. This is cursed. Just imagine the Thomas intro, but instead of Thomas arriving at the station, we just... I would never attack you over these. Yeah, I know, but some people will probably take this to heart if they see like Diesel pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Now, just imagine like an episode like it's the normal intro. No, I would have Toby. Unfortunately, Toby cannot pull Annie and Clarabelle and can only pull the Annie and Clarabelle that I have. No, I don't even think Toby can pull those. We're just going to pick up some passengers as everyone's favorite tank engine Diesel, the engine, the Northwestern Railway #1 engine Diesel. Who couldn't forget everyone's favorite #1 engine Diesel? Oh no, don't worry, Diesel. We can make this 100 times more perfect. The Thomas the Fred's intro music was going to have Toby. That's a new fact. Alright, Diesel, I need you to stop right here, right? Alright, so you can stop if you want. You know, you have fun down the rails or something, man. Alright, just be careful with Annie and Clarabelle. They look happy, though. My Spencer reskin is on Critters Club. Okay, we kind of do have to catch that. But, well, I know what our next April Fool's is. Is it currently trying to catch it to a runaway train because I stupidly hopped off of it at the wrong time? Because this is definitely the workout prank. Wait, I wanted to go. I should have ghost rided. Hold up. There's something I want to do. I gotta get back on the train. If I can catch up. Can we go back to the map? Which map are you referring to? I'm sorry, in a previous stream where I mentioned someone mispronouncing hero as Hyro. Ah yes, Hyro. Oh, the previous map. You're talking about Spirit of Steam. Oh, I can see why it's called Spirit of Steam now. Yeah, there were some spirits. Diesel, can you stop running? Alright. But I wanted to do something a little bit what I can like call fun. What you want to do? Bing pong. This is probably the dumbest thing I do. Slow down. And steady. In one episode, you got a big train named Hyro. Oh, please stop. The High Road. We're currently pulling a train right now, as you can see. some invisible coaches. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous to watch, but it's even more ridiculous to actually like do. Hey, you nearly crashed. You nearly caused the crash. You need like engage 14. But what would you do if I stated a reference to him as hero in this episode? What would you do if I... I'm trying to see what you're trying to say. Delete these right quick. Delete these right quick. Oh wait, no, Annie. We're gonna look up all the other creations we need to download before I end the stream. And if I'm not tired after being up all night again, still streaming, yeah. Right now we're just going on a walk with Annie and Clarabelle. Lovely little stroll with Annie and Clarabelle. Oh, that was Active. Active did the Molly skin, the Molly livery. Yep, we're just currently going on a small little stroll with Annie and Clarabelle. It's 1:50. It's 2:55 where I'm at. I should be getting some sleep, but I'm still not tired yet. I only had about 4 hours of sleep before I went to work, so I'm kind of working off of empty fumes right now. Let's go ahead. I only had 7 hours of sleep. Hey, I wish I had 7 hours of sleep. Speaking of the boy himself. Also, you had Ragusa, you had missed some of the engine racing we were doing. Maybe you can do Roller the Coach or by here's AOC by Paula. I actually could, since it's a livery Sunday. I'll try to get some new liveries out too if I'm not too tired, because I'm about to go to sleep in about probably an hour. Who knows? Where's where you at, James? This one will do. Alright, James and Bill. We're gonna do something I like to call a little bit of engine racing. Pretty much is banned here, but it's not gonna stop us. Topham Hatt can't tell us what to do. One, he doesn't own this side of the railway, and two, I don't think he would really care. It's not our engines. Well, that one's his engine, but I don't think he would care. Hey, wrong direction. We're supposed to be going forward, not backwards. That's not how racing works, James. And forward. Throttle up. And I'm going to turn that Oh, wait, no, James. James, wait. James is just off the races. You didn't even give our friend here a chance. You didn't give Bill a chance to start, James. I had to turn my channel on dead. I feel that pain. James, you're not supposed to already go ahead. You're supposed to give Bill at least a little bit of a chance to catch up. He just smoked him. James didn't care. James was just ready to win the race. Northwestern Mission. Actually, I think this race, Bill might actually be catching up to James. James might get smoked by Bill in the first round. James, you had a full-on head start. You can't lose. Nah, Bill is just hauling steam. Look. He's gonna surpass James. James, what are you doing? What's the damage? What's the damage? Hold up. I'm trying to get into his cab. I'm gonna try to slow down, which is probably a bad idea because James is probably just gonna roar past me. Okay. No. Get in the cab. It's like the hardest. I think I did it. I'm not sure. All right. James is back into full speed. And Bill is quickly falling behind. Blew down. Why would you say that? You triggered James. Now he's going back up to full speed, and Bill needs to catch up. No, Bill, where's all that prior speed? I just put James to full throttle like you. No. Bill. I also did, of course, Pip and Emma in the coaches. I still gotta, Pip and Emma, I feel like I remember those names because those were probably requests that you asked me to do. And James just smoked Bill. Poor Bill. He put up a good fight. Oh wait, no, I'm still seeing smoke around the corner. Until that smoke disappears around that corner, the race isn't over just yet. We still got a chance, right? You all think we got a chance, right? You think James got this one in the bag? You think he can succeed? Yeah. Bill, you did your best, but it appears like James was just messing with you. The moment I put him back up to full throttle speed, it was over. Watch James crash. That would just be accurate for him. Yep, Bill, it was, Bill, just stop at this station right here. This was embarrassing, though. You know, if your twin was here, you know we could have won the race, right? Just saying. I'm just gonna... James cheated because he filled Bill's tank with... He had to. Poor Bill. He's going back to the sheds alone now. Poor Bill. He didn't even stand a chance against against James. James was rude too. He didn't even give Bill a fighting chance. Well, he did. He gave Bill a slight chance, but then afterwards he just gave up and decided that Bill just, like how far. Yeah, James is smoothing. James is gone. Yeah, you did say that you were gonna paint him blue, and he probably took offense to that. But don't worry, I got the solution of how we can stop James. We're gonna take. Okay, we gotta make this quick too, because James is currently barreling down the line at speeds unknown to man. So we're gonna take Diesel here, set him like this. Do that. Hop on board. Hop on board. We have a runaway train. We need to go and stop him. This is the dumbest way to stop him, but it's the fun way to stop him. Poor Bill and his troublesome truck glued to his bum. Yes. Alright, let's get you up to full speed. You need to be able to stop James dead in his tracks. No pun intended. It looks like James is slowing down. I'm lying. He's not. And now we gotta hear this loud diesel engine before he finally stops. And he's probably making that annoying beeping sound because I can't hear it. Diesel will stop James. This can only bode well, right? This always will go well. One engine heading one direction, the other one heading the other way. It only means a head-on collision. Can't stop an engine on its own. You stop it with another engine. I've seen Unstoppable. I know how this is supposed to go. Oh, welcome back, Active. We're currently about to stop James. You made it just in time. James is currently out of control, so we're driving Diesel in the opposite direction. Hopefully to stop him dead in his tracks. But Diesel here is currently having technical difficulties like usual. Let's see if we can see James approaching. Isn't this just old iron? I mean, does it end with a head-on collision? And the firing death ball that is sure to pursue after getting hit by another train going the opposite direction. Oh, here he comes. Don't worry, James. We'll help you. We'll save you. You appear to be slowing down, though. Hey. Don't worry, James. We get it. You're tired. You're running along the track for too long. So we're just going to stop you right now with a little bump. Cause of death touching. No, slightly derailing, too. Also, it would appear that James won in the battle of strength because Diesel started being pushed back. James reigns supreme. Literally lifted Diesel off the track. Oh, and it is now 3 o'clock. I am tired. How long have we been live streaming? James the Brains gets us out of here. Yeah, by ramming into Diesel. Yeah, we've been streaming for 2 hours now. I think it's time for me to catch some Z's. I'm tired. Really tired. That was fun though. Besides the first part of the stream, I'll probably clip out a lot of that part just put timestamps so people can see what me and you were seeing NYC. You have a good one too. All you have a good night. I'm about to rest. But later, Ragusa, I'll see you later or in the morning. Probably around 4 is when I'm gonna stream again. But this time we're just gonna be checking out liveries and stuff, downloading other liveries and releasing them after I release the first bunch. Well, that it was fun. It was nice for you all to join. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Hopefully next stream you won't be tired. Yeah, next stream I'll be rested, and the next stream is in a few hours, so I'll definitely be much more well rested. Also, I killed more Thomas. Why did you did you tear the face off active? Maybe I could join in for the stream if you deem. Yeah, actually can. I can just send you like a friend invite, and you can like join the stream too. That way we have someone else talking in the background while we're just hanging out in the stream, getting some liveries done or just chilling. That's something else I need to implement too, to have more people, more of us on the stream. Like just invite everyone to a party off of PlayStation, so we all can stream, or everyone can hear the voice actors talking too. But until then, I'm glad to go to sleep. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining the stream. I'll see you later. I will eat you, Mr. Ragusa. Active, NYC. Thank you all for joining, and Jude, if you're still here. Who else? We had a few people join. But yes, I'll see you guys in a few hours. I'm gonna get some sleep. Good night, everyone. No, Jude is all going. Yeah, I was about to say I think he probably fell asleep. But I'll see you all later. Have a good night. It's a train